Yes, very good. So everybody happy? Are you happy today? Say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, have you all been doing all the past exercises? Every day, smile, catch your greed, catch your hatred, catch your delusion. How many of you have gotten angry in the past 1 week? Oh, not bad. How many of you have gotten uh, a bit of greed in the past 1 week? So let me see. I think more people have greed than hate, anger. uh, how many of you have experienced, let me see, laziness in the past 1 week? Or even more. How many of you have uh, have had fear in the past 1 week? Fear not so many. Yeah. So if we there's in the Abhidhamma in the different schools, they talk about the hello doggy, and Rachel, how are you? Say hello to Rachel.
Thank you, Sifu. Morning.
Morning. Yeah. So in the Abhidhamma, in the different traditions, there are slight variety of Abhidhamma. It's not just one Abhidhamma. Yeah. In the different traditions, there's slightly different rendering of Abhidhamma. So, but all of them have the description on wholesome, unwholesome states. Yeah. Usually we only think about great hatred, delusion. Yeah, but in the Abhidhamma, it goes into even more finer delineation. But, but some years ago, I did a bit of a mini research into the word feelings. Yeah, because I was a bit like, this feeling thing. So you know what I found out? The word feelings wasn't in common use until the last 200 years. Yeah, in an English language, English language has been quite a while, but the word feelings wasn't in common use until the past 200 years. So, so I was like, so people last time no feelings. Yeah. And then I thought about how in the Abhidhamma tradition, the 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 classification can sometimes be different, you know. So when I was in Myanmar for a 3 months retreat, some years back, I took the opportunity. I see the sayadaw, I ask question. So I asked the first sayadaw. So in the 5 aggregates, emotions, where should emotions be placed under? So the first one said it should be under Vedana, feelings. Oh, okay. Then the second sayadaw, because every 2-3 days we have interview. I was there for 3 months, so a lot of interviews. So second one I asked, sayadaw, of course not sayadaw, 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 emotions in the 5 aggregates, which one is it under? Second one said should be under sanya, perception. What? So I was like, and then the third one, champion sayadaw. Sayadaw, under which one should it be? It should be under sankara. 3 different sayadaw give me 3 different answers. Before that, I was having a bit of doubt and confusion. After asking, I have complete doubt and confusion. So in the end, I realized that because in the Buddha's time, right, if you look at a lot of the translation of the Pali Canon, right, you seldom see that. I don't recall seeing the word emotions appear anywhere. You know, I'm not saying that in the Buddha's time, no mention of emotions, but the word emotion don't appear. In the forward, in the introduction, yeah, the translator notes, yes, it will appear the word emotion, but in the translation don't appear. I don't know why. But I could be wrong, maybe I haven't read so thoroughly. But Sifu, anger is emotion, right? Yeah, exactly, you see. In the Buddha's time, the classification is quite different from the way we classify now. In modern times, emotions is a big thing. In a Buddha's time, emotion is just another mental state. Yeah, is just another mental state. So, but at the same time, it is also seen not as a separate thing from the mind. Yeah, it is also seen as depending on the intensity of the emotions. Yeah, it can be seen as your um, your 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 mental feeling. Yeah, at a certain level, it can be seen as a mental feeling. Yeah, at another level, it can be seen as how you perceive something. Yeah, you perceive something as irritable. So it's close to that emotion description. Yeah. Uh, at another level, it is as a mental object. Yeah. So it becomes sankhara. But today we call it emotions. We call it emotions. And in fact, today, if you look at if you search emotions online, you'll find that there's a lot more description than you can find in the sutra. You will find that there's a lot more subdivision of emotions compared to even Abhidhamma. Abhidhamma talk about a lot of things, though. But today, our delineation of emotions is even more, um, how do you call it? In a way, you can say refined. Yeah, but in a way, it's splitting hairs. Yeah, good and bad. Yeah, I don't say that it's totally bad. Yeah, in a way, it helps us to recognize what is happening. But the difference between how the Buddha approach it, look at it, and observe it, and how today we look at it is, today we look at emotions as very real, and we directly identify with the emotions. Yeah, even in our speech, how do you feel? I am, yeah, I'm happy, I am sad, I am angry, I'm very frustrated. Yeah, and now we take it to the next level. When someone tell you I'm feeling depressed, then we tell the person it's okay. Huh? Yeah. When you and that's and it's even classified as a illness. And there are people who even outrightly say, uh, unless you're in my shoe, you don't understand. Yeah. Depression is a real thing, and so on and so forth. And I'm not saying it's not a real thing. Uh, just like your dream is a real thing, ma. You did experience the dream, what? Yeah. But you cannot say that a dream and a dog barking at you is the same. Correct or not? A dog in the dream and a dog in real life is two different things, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm not saying that dream emotions don't exist, but let's see what Buddha say about things like emotions. The Buddha says that feelings, yeah, is is transient. He says if there are two persons and one person is attached to the body with two physical things, one person is attached to the mind, which includes feelings, emotions. The person who is attached to the body is wiser. And that's a rationale. He says, because compared to the comparing the two, the mind changes so quickly. At least the body don't change so fast. To be attached to the body would make more sense. You know, the mind is like it's so sweet. Yeah, it's like the lightning. one moment there, next moment gone. Yeah. If you look at the descriptions that Buddha have of mental states, it's very sweet. In the Abhidhamma, it goes further into how many moments of mental states happen in a day and an hour and so on and so forth. Yeah. Uh, so and further, the Buddha not just feelings. Everything he said, everything is impermanent. I mean, not everything. Everything that's conditioned is impermanent. Yeah. He don't say, oh, it's very real. You must accept it. Don't say that. In fact, he highlight that it is because we identify with things that we suffer over them. But today we don't talk about that. Yeah. Today we say, oh, you must embrace how you feel. And how you feel, you must go with the flow. There was one time I was teaching at this, every year there is this French business school, ESSEC. They have students who are on exchange. So they invite different religious leaders to give them a few hours of talks. So there was one year I was also again doing it. So we were at the foyer, show them the temple and then give them a introduction to Buddhism. So one French girl raised a question. She asked, "But why are we so against anger? That's a natural part of our human experience, isn't it? Yeah. Why shouldn't we accept anger? Why are we so opposed to anger that we want to remove it? Yeah, that's a natural part." And then I asked her, I said, "So your point is that we should accept it because it's natural?" And I said, "Yes." So I asked her, "So then you shouldn't be wearing specs." Having astigmatism, myopia, that's natural. Why are you wearing specs? And I said, then we shouldn't punish those who are rapists, isn't it? The rapists quite naturally feel like raping people, right? Serial killer, we shouldn't punish them. We should just say, we have caught him, but we accept that he's a serial killer. Please continue. We don't accept all these things. Why should we accept anger? Yeah, today, I don't know. This whole thing, to me, is a distortion of the politically correctness. No? That because somehow it started off with the non-judgmental thing. Don't judge me. Yeah, that's really nonsense. Yeah, but that's another thing altogether. And it's one thing to say you don't want others to judge you. It's another thing that you don't even judge yourself. Yeah, then anything goes on. Yeah. So um, have to be cautious. Yeah, because the how do you put it? Our whole environment somehow I don't know why. I don't want to say, oh, because Mara is doing all this. I think that's quite crazy. Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. But what I know is people can say what they want to say. What they say is due to the mouth in their face. How you listen, that's your ear on your head. You must use your brain, the thing in between your ear to listen. Yeah. People tell you embrace your feelings. But let's not start off with it's wrong. Let's ask yourself, when you embrace your feeling, what is the result? Very simple. Yeah. You identify so strongly with your feeling. I'm like this, I'm like that. What is the result? Suffering. Yeah. So we don't say because Buddha says so, then we cannot do it. Yeah. Or because modern psychology, some part of it, not all, then we say it's wrong. But we ask ourselves, what is the result? Yeah. If grasping on to your emotions so strongly leads to suffering, then you have to ask yourself, do you want suffering? If you want suffering, then you have to start to say, maybe you have to relate to your feelings, your emotions in a different way. Now, do not be mistaken. I'm not dismissing the whole of modern psychology. I think it has helped many people as well, because we go from denial of emotions to full embracing and grasping on and attachment to emotions. I think that's not good, middle path. So modern psychology can be helpful for us to be aware as well, which is also found in Buddhism, to learn to be aware, mindful, right? That's why modern psychology has started to embrace the mindfulness part, because it connects with what it's talking about. But it only connects this part, then the rest they throw away. A huge part of it they don't bother. Yeah, which is in Buddhism, after you are aware, you're mindful, then you have to discriminate whether it's wholesome, unwholesome. Yeah. So there are some who interpret the modern psychology as, oh, just accept it as it is. No, cannot accept everything. So see how you use it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, Serene, 来，我们走了。Okay. So, 我们回向了没有啊？还没回向啊，我们先回向。愿消三障诸烦恼，
愿消三障诸烦恼，
愿得智慧真明了，
愿得智慧真明了，
福愿罪障悉消除，
普愿罪障悉消除，
世世常行菩萨道。
世世常行菩萨道。
阿弥陀佛。
阿弥陀佛。